There's a stigma out there that men don't like asking for help. And I can relate with that, but also reject that. For an example, if I'm driving somewhere and I don't know where I'm going, I'm going to ask somebody. If I'm in Walmart and I don't know where something is, I'm going to ask someone where it is. I don't want to waste time. But there's other time where I don't want to ask because I'm too proud, don't want to seem like I don't got it all together. And so I think we have to get to a point to understand that asking for help or getting help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of maturity. Because we all need help at some time. So I want to talk about this in this episode of Connecting Faith and Life. And I'm going to do it based on a video from my friend, Philip Cothran. So hold on to your seat. I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine, Philip Cothran, as we talk about today, getting help or asking for help. Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Brown, and this is Connecting Faith and Life, a podcast of Proclaim Ministries. And our goal, Proclaim Ministries, help kids and teens connect faith and life and to equip the adults to disciple them. So really, we want to help you, whoever's watching this podcast, to connect faith and life, or to live for God by connecting faith and life. Well, as I talked about in the opening, the idea of asking for help. We all need help at some point. And I want to say something too before I get any further. I got a comment the other day from somebody on YouTube. They sent me a comment and they say, you need to have more subscribers. You need to have more people watching your videos. And I agree, not because of me, but because of the message. And I really want more people to hear the message, the gospel, and live for God by connecting faith and life. And you can help that happen by becoming a Proclaim partner by visiting our website, proclaimministries.com/give, so you can donate to our ministry. It can be $5 a month, $25 a month, whatever you want to give to help this ministry reach more and more people, because we do need more views on YouTube and more people on our podcast as well. I want to reach more people. So again, visit proclaimministries.com/give and become a Proclaim partner today. You can do it today. You can do it right now. So as I jump into this episode, asking for help, as I mentioned, there's a stigma about men. There's a lot of comedy skits about it, or comedians who talk about the fact that men don't want to ask for help. They'll act like they're not lost when they're lost. And I think it's not just men. Many of us don't try to act like we're not lost, because we live in a world that says you have to have it all together. You need to present yourself and you need to do it yourself. And I don't think that's true. We need help from other people. And so today I want to share with you a video from a friend of mine named Philip Cothran. Now, me and Philip go way back, like way, way, way back. And we've known each other for decades. And I really appreciate Philip. We talk once a week on the phone, and we just really connect with each other and share our struggles. And it's been great to have somebody in my life where we can talk about anything and everything and to be open. And Philip is one of those young men who really is honest about where he is and wants help. So he came here and visited a while back, and we helped him set up his ministry. He really has a heart to speak and to teach. So we helped him set up his YouTube channel. So I would ask you to subscribe to his YouTube channel. At Philip A. Cothran, subscribe to your channel, just to encourage him and listen and learn from him as well. So he made a video the other day, and I was scrolling through YouTube and it popped up, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch my boy's video. Not just like it, because if we just like it, that's one thing. But the algorithm wants to know how much time you watched the video. So I watched the whole video. It's 2 minutes long, and I got something from it. And that's where this episode is coming from his video. So I want to share his video. And again, I want to encourage you, and I'll put a link in the description as well, so you can follow him on YouTube. But I want you to learn from him what I learned from him, and I'm going to share my thoughts on what he learned from the Masters, golf, the Masters. Well, he'll explain a little bit better. Check it out.
Well, it's Masters weekend, and one of the things that I'm fascinated by and encouraged by is that golfers often hire a caddy to help them navigate this phenomenal course called the Masters, and all the other courses they play, really. And I think this is wonderful because even with all the knowledge of how to swing, putt, and all the hours they put in, they realize that they will be better with someone by their side. They will be better with someone else helping them navigate the course. And it reminds me to have that same mindset as I approach life, is that I will be better with the wisdom and counsel of those wiser than me. And I'll be better if I invite them in. Sometimes I may need to invest in a therapeutic relationship or a mentorship or I may need to hire a financial advisor, or spend time learning from someone who's further along in the faith, or in raising children, or in marriage. And so I hope that I continue to learn the lesson from the masters, and that one of them, there's many I'm sure, but one of them, and that is that if I want to grow in life, I need to bring along people who are wiser than me for the journey. So I hope that encourages you some way, maybe challenge you in some way. Who is it that you could reach out to for help in the areas where you need it? I've started to do that in my life, and I'm starting to see the benefits of it. And so I want to encourage you, don't go it alone. We need the encouragement and insight of others.
I appreciate that, Philip. I appreciate it a lot. And he said a lot of things in there that I resonate with. And like, do you have a caddy? I don't play golf, but, what I like about the analogy of a caddy is the professional golfer is much better than the caddy, but yet the caddy can see things the professional golfer doesn't see. And so, yes, I think it's wise to get wisdom from people who've been where you want to go. I often tell students that listen to your teachers, because they have a job and one day you want a job. So listen to people who have a job so when they can get a job, right? So listen to people who are where you want to be one day, right? But there's also some wisdom in learning from people who just have a different perspective from you, who may not be exactly where you are, but they see things you may not see. Because the caddy looks at it differently than the golfer may. And they may see the exact same things. But to have someone go along with you is important. He mentioned the idea of getting therapeutic counsel, like a counselor. Me and my wife have been going through counseling for several years now. We're season now where we're meeting counselor, once a week or every other week. We're talking to this counselor. And we had a meeting today with our counselor, and it went great. And it helped us both to see things that we sometimes don't see. And even though we can talk to each other, if you're married, do you know you can talk at your spouse, not intentionally, or this is even worse. You can say an exact same thing in different ways and not understand each other. It's the craziest thing. And I think sometimes because you want it so bad, you want, and it's just hard to get it. And sometimes having a third party there or someone else to help you can help you see things clearly. So I think it's important to have a caddy, have a helper, and even be willing to ask for help. Recently, we got a financial planner because we have finances. We need to have a plan for them. And I think I know some things, but guess what? My financial planner, he knows more than I do because he studies this thing daily. He sends me texts every once in a while, call me, hey, you want me to do this with your money? Do that with my money. Make my money grow. Make my money work for I want to make money to work for my money. I want my money to work for me. I told Sophia that we need to have our money work to make more money. And she's like, yeah, our money to have babies. I want it to grow, but I need help doing that. And so I think when I watched this video, it made me think, yes, I need a caddy. We all need help. And I think sometimes we're afraid to ask for help, or we feel bad, or there's a stigma about getting help. Even when it comes to this whole thing of counseling, there's a stigma about you got a counselor, you got a therapist. And I think we need to balance it, make sure it's biblical teaching, things that are leading us toward God as a believer. And I think even that can be tricky, but it's okay to get a counselor, talk to someone. And I think it this way, getting help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of maturity, that we're growing, that we understand we can't do it by ourselves. So don't stick to that stigma that getting help makes you weird. Getting help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of maturity, because we all need help at some point in our lives, whether you are a master golfer, a master baker, whether you are a kindergartner, whether you are a high school student, a college, a doctorate degree, whatever you are in life, whatever position and stage you are in life, you need help at some point. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Like a lot of people say, men don't ask for help. Don't be that man, don't be that woman who's too proud to ask for help. The Bible puts it this way, Proverbs 15:18 says, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice. Listen to that. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of other proverbs that say some of the same things about getting help or getting wisdom from other people. I think there's something about the idea of counsel. In the multitude of counselors, there's wisdom or something like that. Can't think of that verse right now, but get wisdom from other people. Get insight, get help. You could be a master golfer and still need a caddy. And I think we're all in that position where we can use help. So think about that for your own life and what that looks like for you to get help, not be so proud to ask for help. even when it comes to finding the bread, even though you should know where it is, right? Like for example, sometimes I don't want to ask for help to find stuff in Costco because I should know where it is. I'm at Costco all the time. But I think Costco be playing games with people. They be moving stuff just to be moving stuff. That's my for you. I don't know for sure. But I'm going to ask her, I'm like, hey, where the bread at? It used to be over here. What y'all moving the bread for? Otherwise, I can be walking around, looking for what I think it should be instead of asking for help. Again, getting help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of maturity. So get help. Don't be too proud to ask for help. And hopefully this video and everything we do will help you live for God by connecting faith and life. Until next episode. Oh, make sure you check out Philip, link in the description. Peace.